Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Fala galera, tranquilão? Falar com vocês é o Luan. E vamos lá galera, pra mais uma live Final Fantasy XVI. Ontem não teve live, né? Estou há 2 dias. 2 dias sem jogar Final Fantasy. Sei nem se eu sei jogar mais. Mas vamos lá, vamos continuar com a nossa saguinha. Pequena saga, né? 20 lives já. Pouca coisa. Vamos ver. Vamos inspecionar a engrenagem.
Tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right.
And round and
They're very
round
useful
and
when you want to
round
make
and...
things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Vou inspecionar os pratos.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
Fala, Miguel. Ué? Lançamento tem live. Não teve live de membros essa semana. Essa semana não deu, não. Essa semana acho que vai dar. Sexta-feira? Essa semana vai ter. Essa semana vai ter, fica tranquilo.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously,
Ora bene.
the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And
Chocobo.
the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. All finished.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you 3 engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
Nem
With a
pouco.
little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
Nem pouco.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Essa palma que a menina bateu foi devagar, né?
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
Ih,
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Alguma coisa não vai funcionar.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Não.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Não, eu não esqueci de nada, não.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
O céu tá meio esquisito.
Impaled on his own.
O céu tá meio esquisito.
Did you see the pair that got...
Tum, 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 tum.
Seems that
Is a storm coming?
Mulher.
Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
Não.
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid,
Ah,
do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more
faz
than that.
grande mal.
And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Grande mal. Matemática. Cê é louco, meu. Cê é louco. Cê é louco. Cê é louco, meu. Cê é louco. Tá, beleza. Vamos lá pra missão principal. Dalmeca Central. Agora, isso é muito interessante. Capa e adaga. Agora o Joshua tá com a gente, né?
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Do nada o bicho apareceu.
Faster!
Faster!
Use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow
Dava
it,
por aqui? É por aqui
the
mesmo.
echoes have a will of their
É
own.
por aqui mesmo. Ó, bacana aí, ó. Poderia não atacá-los, mas eu vou atacar. brabo demais. Caraca, quase não tô usando isso aqui, mano. Calma aí. E... Caraca, meu nariz. Bora. Bora continuar.
This might take a while.
Passar direto, não precisa atacar eles não. Se eles virem pra cima.
Tell us about Yotei, Joshua.
She's strong-willed,
Oxi.
loyal,
Ah,
and
viu?
deadly with a blade.
Fui pra cima e eles voltaram correndo.
But with better manners.
Fala, Miguel. Bora. Pegar o Chocobo aqui, não, o negócio tá longe.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, o nome do Chocobo dele. Oxe, a missão aqui. Acabamos de descobrir uma nova missão aqui, ó.
Be safe.
Coitado, o maluco tá mal aqui, hein. Tadinho.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them.
Nossa.
There's a village.
Tá, vou ver aqui pra tu.
Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Deixa eu ver, hoje é dia 16, né? Então eu tenho que ver nos vídeos já que a gente teve live na sexta. Sexta e sábado. Uhum. Tá. Deixa eu ver. Fala, Miguel Game. Luan, tem outro jeito de fazer sem ser pelo OBS? Mas... Tem como fazer pelo celular. Tem que achar Tem que achar algum tipo de programa. Pesquisa no YouTube algum tipo de programa pra você conseguir transmitir o teu celular. Alguns vão ficar com marca d'água, mas de repente você consegue achar um. Porque eu nunca precisei usar, então eu não tenho pesquisado sobre isso, entendeu? Mas deve ter algum aplicativo de celular que você consiga gravar do celular, no caso. Algum aplicativo que você consiga gravar. Aí só tem que ver como que você faria no YouTube. Pra passar pro YouTube, entendeu? O Miguel ganhou. Miguel Rocha, no caso. Ganhou 3.000 pontos por um vídeo. E por outro ganhou 4, então são 7. Calma aí que eu já vou ver o negócio da letra aí. 7.000 pontos. Isso aí, 7.000. Eu vou dar a primeira dica da palavra. Eu acho que eu já tinha dado as primeiras 2 letras. Ah, não, tem que dar mais uma dica, na verdade. Eu falei, era PR. Eu tinha falado que era um filme. Agora eu vou dar a segunda dica. É um filme... É uma animação. Animação é aquele filme que não é feito com pessoas de verdade. É uma animação. Começa com PR.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach. Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Cougar. Rest well, soldier.
Rest well, soldier. Coitado do
The
bichinho.
encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Deve ser ali, né? Aquele lugar azul ali, ó.
Another ether flood.
Ó, 6 likes, vou dar a terceira dica. Essa animação, esse filme,
We'll just have to be
se
careful.
passa dentro d'água. A maioria do filme se passa dentro d'água. Rapaz, chão, hein? Chão.
Faster!
Faster.
We're nearly there.
Miguel descobriu. Aê, rapaz. Aê.
Places I haven't.
Aê. Opa. Não pode passar aqui, não. Ó, descobriu. E ganhou 1.000 pontos. Vou botar outra palavra já, hein?
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Calma aí, rapidinho.
Welcome, welcome.
Tá, vamos ver. Não vale a pena a gente comprar essa daqui. Já que acho que eu vou comprar só porque se eu... Vou comprar, tô com bastante negócio. Não vou equipar.
A fine choice.
Não, vou comprar. Aqui eu vou comprar.
Anything else? Come again.
Opa! É porque na hora que eu dei os pontos não tinha. Opa!
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and
Acabou.
enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now, tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace, it is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Ele mesmo. Enquanto isso, a Agora, a cidade livre de Canver.
Safe here in the Agora. The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Aí você acha que vai acontecer isso mesmo?
Enough.
Matou todo mundo.
Pathetic creatures.
Nossa.
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
Ué, Mid?
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Esse aqui é do pai. Esse cara é Mid.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
É. Que jogo que eu vou trazer quando acabar esse? Eu acho que eu vou terminar o Final Fantasy VII. Eu tava jogando antes dele. E depois eu vou pro Uncharted. Terminar o Uncharted 4. Começar o Uncharted 4, na verdade.
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Fala com o Stalker, pô. Stalker. Te dá uma moral, pô.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
E o Valmir ganhou.
That figure in the center, the one beneath whom
É muita sorte.
that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Achei não.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Vamos lá encontrar nossos amigos. O último. Oxi, tá, a missão é aqui, né? Só a gente seguir em frente, né? Tá.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Eu vou fazer. Só vou pegar esse daqui para um cachorro que estiver passando na frente, eu acabo fazendo.
Higher, perchance, because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But though...
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast. Now, bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Beleza.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Abaixei, tá 50 pontos. Realmente, cara, no dia lá ele conseguiu passar, acho que os pontos. Ele queria dar pra você os 800 V-Bucks, né? Só que aí queria dar ao mesmo tempo queria dar pra outras pessoas também.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You there?
Eu já dei a letra da segunda palavra, é T. Começa com T. Quem acertar ganha ponto.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead?
Quero ver. A quanto? O que importa é isso.
And memorize a few inscriptions for
Ih, ferrou.
some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones. Three of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. In the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite...
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfect.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding...
Beleza, vamos ver se a gente consegue. Ah, até que é um prêmiozinho legal que ele me daria.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic.
É ali em cima, vamos fazer logo essa? Guardiões do Cristal, vós sois as primeiras pedras de Tabu. Sagrado seja o vosso sangue, e como uma mãe protegei a cidade com fervor. Guardiões de Cristal. Como que é o lance? Tem uma aqui, né? Vai ter outra em outro lugar também. Ah, tem outra ali, ó. Ali embaixo, ali, ó. E tem outra lá. Guardião do não sei o que, não sei o que lá. Não sei o que lá, não sei o que lá. Guardião do não sei o que lá, não sei o que lá, não sei o que lá. Eu me esqueci qual que é aquele ali. Andarilhos das planícies douradas, finquei vossos pés nesse firme chão. Compartilhei vosso orgulho com todos seus iguais, pois sobre as pedras da cidade agora juntos viverão. Guardiões.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since this guy's turned.
Filho dos caçadores, agora lavradores desse solo. Colhei as bênçãos prometidas e proteger essa terra de das pragas que a assolam.
Farmers must have settled
Churibu.
here. I should speak to the old scholar.
Churibu.
Forget everything I've read.
Volte até o Camilos. Seu Camilos. Cadê o véi? Onde? Onde que eu encontrei ele mesmo? Aqui. Fala, véi.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place?
Nada.
Let's start with the engraving to the south.
Guardiões da República.
Guardians.
The Republic? Are you certain? These stones predate the founding of town.
That can't be right then.
Guardião de Cristal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first
Ah, isso mesmo, viu? Sabia que era.
Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north.
Agora já era, agora eu não lembro não. Andarilhos.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Agora lavradores.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her
É a sua sorte.
and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Ô Valmir, tu ganhou o sorteio mensal. Ficou em último no top 10 de horas. E ganhou. Sorte.
How are those new boots treating you?
Mas como tu não quer dar like, então perdeu, acabou de perder. Vou ter que dar pra outro. Você tem 5 segundos pra dar like. 1, 2, 3, 4. É só... Entre em contato comigo em alguma rede social para me falar qual gift card que você quer.
Cyril,
Instagram.
how fares the search?
Você tiver. Discord. Tem que ser alguma coisa privada, entendeu? Pode ser até no PlayStation mesmo. Ou Assassin's Creed aí.
Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
Mano, tô gostando demais. Você já viu o número da live? 20ª live. Meu Deus. Mas tô gostando. Fazendo missão secundária pra caraca.
Pray accept this token.
Rapaz, eu devo estar igual aquelas cartas de... cheio de selo. Selo de todo mundo. Pode sim, chama lá no privado lá.
You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril.
Ó, segunda letra da palavra secreta. Segunda palavra secreta é letra A. T-A. I am Batman.
The free cities under siege.
Rapaz, 300 e poucos metros. Eu vou chamar meu Chuckable. Chuckable. Vem cá, Chuckable.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Calma aí, rapidinho. Daqui a pouco faz. Ou faz e depois tem que guardar. Pra me lembrar e dar os pontos. Que agora eu não posso parar aqui, não. Da Capcom. Mano, na verdade tem até um Devil May Cry aí que eu quero jogar aí. O 5 ainda não joguei, não. Eu joguei alguns na época do Play 2. Eu joguei... Nunca jogou nenhum Resident Evil, não? Resident Evil da Capcom. O Final Fantasy, se eu não me engano, não é da Capcom, não. O Final Fantasy é da Square Enix. Se eu não me engano. Tenho quase certeza. Devil May Cry é da Capcom?
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Posso sim. Eu devo começar agora a... Eu tava pesquisando esses dias sobre como fazer live no celular. Live no celular não. Como fazer live de jogos de celular. Então mais pra frente eu devo começar a trazer jogos de celular também no canal, entendeu? Agora eu não posso te responder, né, meu amor? Tô fazendo a live, vou te responder depois. Ó, fiz sorte aí. Quem ganhou com quem? Miguel Fake. O Miguel fez a dele, também ganhou o Miguel Fake, então. Então o Miguel Fake ganhou 4.000 pontos.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy. boy.
Uncle Byron.
Perguntem qual o nome do cachorro que acompanha... Do cachorro não, do lobo que acompanha o Clive. Galera, tá todo mundo junto, hein?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rosfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Both of you. You too. YouTube. YouTube. Lusco Fusco. Que diabo é isso? Lusco Fusco.
Alright, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Diabo de Lusco Fusco. Lusco Fusco. Nome.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Calma, rapaz. Calma que papai tá chegando, calma.
They've been routed.
Tome todo mundo. Tome geral. Pronto, tomou. Acabou. Ué? Ué? Ah, mano, você tá brincando com a minha cara, não tá não? Tá brincando com a minha cara. Mas não é possível. Olha que legal, olha que legal, olha que legal. Olha isso, mano. Ah, mano, na moral, que maneiro. Caraca, mó tempão. Olha lá, mó tempão que fica. É porque eu dei mole aqui, né? Tome. Esse maluco aqui é um pouquinho forte, hein? Mas aqui não tem como fazer não, eu morro pouquíssimas vezes aqui. Eu não sei o que eu poderia fazer. Ah, tô ligado em que tipo de inimigo é você. doidão? Tu é doidão? Doei. Togo é doidão. Melhor amigo do homem. Segura essa então. Ave Fênix. Tornado, toma. Toma o tornado. Meu Deus do céu, olha só o tornado. Over. Tornado, mano. Que agora eu tô conseguindo fazer. Cê é louco, meu. Cê é louco. Cê é louco, meu. Cê é louco. Rebenta geral. Rebenta. Rebenta. Pode vir. Oi. Novos inimigos próximos. Normalmente são inimigos mais fortes. Rapaz, aí você me quebra, hein? Toma. Toma, você não é mago? Eu também sou.
There's nothing but monsters here.
Quer dizer, mais ou menos, né? Mago. Ó, foi pra cá não. Eu vim daqui. Balbúrdia, né? Um balburdiano, né? Tô vendo, hein? Toma um tornado. A todo hein? Esquivei. Ai, tomei. Ah, muito devagar você, pô. Maluco, muito devagar. Esquivei. Muito devagar. Como que é o negócio? Dia crio, sei lá. Ai, minha orelha começou a coçar agora. Ai. Tomei bonito. Tomei lindamente. Esquivei mais bonito ainda. Segura. Acabou. Chora, neném. Aqui, ficou aqui. Tem um negócio aqui em cima aqui. Pendurados. Agora vem a confusão. Vim da onde? Não sei. Vou ir pra cá, não quero nem saber. Não tenho certeza de onde eu vim. Rapaz, mas tem gente em todo canto, rapaz. Parece até que invadiram a cidade. Será, rapaz? Ó, metade já foi embora. Metade já foi de arrastar pra baixo. Vem cá, rapaz. Vem. Ô, vem. Ô, vem cá. Vem cá, quero conversar com vocês aqui. Vem cá, rapidinho. Tome. Vem cá, vem. Todo mundo morreu. Todo mundo morreu. Deve ser aqui. Estou sentindo que vai ter um Big Boss aqui. Tô sentindo um Big Boss aqui.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
É um lobisomem? Não, é um orc. Orc. Ah, fraquinho. Como que eu sei que é fraco? Porque eu joguei um tornado em cima dele e saiu voando, olha lá. Olha que legal, cara. Maneiro demais. Olha, olha. So shooting. Oh my god. Segura então. Oh! Quebrei ele, hein? Bichinho grande, hein? Nossa, moleque, nossa. Olha o dano que eu tomei. Quase que eu faleço. Moleque. Ele tá muito nervoso, hein? Consegui esquivar de uma, pelo menos. Consegui atordoar. Esquivei. Tome. Rebenta. Taca tornado em cima dele, filho. Quero ver se tu aguenta a pancada. Aí, ó. Aguenta a pancada? Não aguenta nada.
This is the agora. The city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Só ver aqui já que eu subi de nível. Deixa eu ver como que tá aqui. Mano, é bem interessante isso aqui, mas não vou pegar não. 2000 deixa o negócio, deixa um pouquinho mais forte. 1895, 2300, 1000. 1000. Ah, esse aqui é pra aprimorar, né? Também é pra aprimorar. Já tá aprendido. Esse daqui, ó. Maneiro, top demais, mano. Na moral. 1895. Acho que eu vou guardar pra pegar esse daqui. Depois que eu pegar esse daqui, eu tento pegar aquele ali pra ver como que é. Que eu acho que esse aqui é brabo demais. Olha lá quanto de dano que o bicho dá, fi. Isso é maluco? Guardar entre aspas. Nossa, que maneiro, hein? Seleca, meu, seleca. Porque aqui agora é só aprimorar, né? Um monte de coisa que eu já peguei. Usei pouco ali do Hazalgu. É, eu vou juntar um pouquinho pra pegar esse daqui. Brabo demais. Brabo para demais. Pra onde? Pra onde que eu vou? Pra cá? Deve ser pra cá. Tem mais? Tem mais? Venha. Venha que eu não tenho medo não. Tenho medo de nada não, fi. Quer dizer, eu tenho medo de algumas coisas. Não, não é pra cá não. Eu vim daqui. Ó, tá me dando coisa, mano. Se tá me dando coisa é porque vai ter briga. A dádiva da luz, sopro flamejante. Ganha um super xandão, quer dizer, uma super poção. Ganha uma poção, vai ter briga, filho. Ó, isso aqui é um clássico campo de batalha. Sabia. Garuda! Taca fogo em tudo. Garuda! Garuda! Quebrei e rebentei. Oh my god.
You've caused quite the commotion.
Será que é aquele maluco, lourinho? É ele mesmo. Meu Deus, esse bicho deve ser difícil de matar.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sigmund of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't.
Ih, isso aqui não deve ser fácil não, hein? Ó. Eita, o bicho não para de atacar não, hein? O que você vai fazer, hein? E vem na hora. Rebenta. Toma. Não tô vendo nada, filho. Ui! Doei. E é, rapaz, tem que dar a resposta da pergunta lá. Foi mal. Daqui a pouco, quando eu terminar aqui, eu dou.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame.
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Nossa.
Watch closely, Mythos.
Nossa, tem que pular. Esquivei. Nossa, mano, que tiro, hein? Tô vendo nada, tô só tacando tiro. Que isso, mano? Ai. Não sabia o que ia vir. Ui. Rebenta. Opa. Opa. Nossa, nossa. Ai, 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 caraca. Ai. Caraca, mano. Tá maluco? Caraca. Quebrei você bonito, hein, mano. Nossa, mano, olha só. Meu Deus do céu. Meu Deus. Rebenta. Rebenta. Tô vendo nada, mano. Altamente perigoso eu não estar vendo nada. Opa, já era. Atordoei, já era. Peguei. Já era, acabou. Derrotei o Sleipnir. Bichinho chato, hein?
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Será? Que acabou? Tão rápido?
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see. We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Que isso, rapaceira? Eita, moleque!
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Eita.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Vamos para mais uma luta braba?
Try it.
Nossa, moleque.
is all the rest.
Joshua!
Ele não morreu não, né? Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Algum tempo depois, caraca, velho, o ODIN é muito brabo, fi. Pode vir, mano, tá com medo de mim? A fundição.
Will you be all right?
The Phoenix can mend.
Só tá meio lascado.
Spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gill into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Pergunta é: qual o nome do Eikon da Jill?
Do that again.
What of the royalists?
Primeira dica.
Tough, the lot of them, along with the galleon.
Dica não, é letra, pô, segunda letra. T-A. T-A. T-A.
Clive. Jill didn't come back.
Huh?
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid.
A Jill morreu?
It's fine.
Ué.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
Ai, que bom. Meu Deus do céu.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, Of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
A pergunta é qual o nome do Eikon da Jill? É. Mas... Tomara que eu volte aqui, não volte direto na cutscene. Canção esperançosa.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Tem certeza que é esse aí que você colocou? Por que você tem tanta certeza assim? Ó, peguei o outro brabo aqui agora. Próximo eu vou pegar esse aqui, hein? Olha isso, mano, deve dar muito dano. Isso deve dar muito dano. Esse aqui deve dar mais ainda. Tá, beleza. Então vamos ver se você acertou. Vamos ver. Eu tinha dado a segunda letra já da palavra. Beleza. Ó, é tanto um desenho quanto um filme. Tão fácil assim? Ó, ganhou 12 mil pontos. E é isso aí. Ó, valeu Miguel, valeu galera. Vamos ficando por aqui. Primeira live nessa próximo ciclozinho aí. E é isso aí. A gente se vê amanhã, tá bom? Galera, muito obrigado. Valeu, até o próximo vídeo, até a próxima live. Valeu.